Hello my friends, and welcome back to the rabbit hole, and welcome to another one of these I tried your skincare recommendations videos. Make it drugstore today. We're talking about products from the Inkey List, from Cocokind, Peach Slices, Sweet Chef. It's not a huge video today, but I'm still going to group the products by brand. As always, there are timestamps and links in the description box below, so you can feel free to jump around to any part of this video that interests you and skip whatever doesn't. And a quick life update. We have air conditioning again. I am so grateful. As somebody who likes to say, I'm cold-blooded, I don't like being cold. Guess what I recently learned? 90 degrees inside your house actually, it's not great. How wrong I was. How should we group today's videos? Should we start with the really good, super pleased, or should we start with the I have some commentary? Let's go for kind of in the middle. Let's start with Cocokind. So I did buy everything in today's video except for 2 mini sizes. These were actually sent by a wonderful subscriber. Thank you to Linda. I am most likely to decline if any of you offer me full sizes. Lit brands send me full sizes. You know, that's the point of PR. But if you have samples and you're going, I don't know what to do with them, but I want you to try them, I may accept. Maybe. Don't hold me to it though. I don't want y'all to feel like you owe me anything at all. Let me get to these in just a moment though, because I want to start first by telling you a little bit about my Cocokind journey and why I've been hesitant to try the brand. So a funny story, most people have discovered Cocokind in, I don't know, the last 2 years. I actually tried Cocokind probably 4 or 5 years ago. It was via a subscription box. I had received the matcha stick, and I feel like the matcha stick may, at least in my opinion, have been Cocokind kind of finding their footing. It's not a bad product at all, but it is one of those, you know, these balm products. Drunk Elephant has one too. There's actually quite a few of these on the market, where it's like, it's a lip balm, but it's also an eye balm. You can use it on your shoulders, on your elbows. You can use it on your knees. Take care of the alien babies that live inside your knees with our all-in-one balm. I can't see knees the same way ever again, and now neither can you. You're welcome. Which is all to say, it ended up being a product where I didn't really know what to do with it. In all truth, I'm so good about finishing skincare products or passing them along, but I do distinctly remember finding that in my bathroom and going, I think I gotta throw this away when we moved. Because you're not gonna pass along a balm, right? You're not gonna do it. It's a little strange, and yeah, they're too big to finish. So anyway, it was just kind of one of those products. And then I ended up getting the texture smoothing cream in that box that Target had. I think a lot of us bought that box. I can't remember the name of it, but there was some kind of a deal box through Target, and they had the full size of this, which was very appealing. But I didn't like this either. That's not to say it's a terrible product, it just wasn't really for me. Again, I do appreciate seeing drugstore brands packaging glass. That means so much to me. It's a fairly straightforward product. It does smell like celery, which you're either gonna love or hate, I believe. Oh right, it contains peppermint extract. I always will point out peppermint and lemon in particular because those have a little bit of a higher potential for allergy in people. And overall usage of it was kind of my biggest critique. It's called the texture smoothing cream, and yet my problem with it is actually with the texture. It's one of those moisturizers where it's hard to buff it into your skin. It's just too thick. It's not that cosmetically elegant is what I'm saying. And it doesn't feel like it absorbs that well. So it was really an 0 for 2 situation for me with Cocokind until Linda sent me these. Now that I've tried these 2 right here, oh, I see. You just have to find the Cocokind products that you enjoy. So she sent over the Oil to Milk Cleanser, a prebiotic cleanser for soft and replenished skin. So if you're looking for a cleansing balm in a tube, this is actually a really nice option. I feel like this is a concept that's kind of hard for brands to master, but Cocokind actually did it really well. It's a product that you can use as your first cleanser. You see how it's just kind of a balmy type of texture, then you add water, it emulsifies. It will leave a little bit of a residue, but if you're using it as a first cleanser, the second cleanser should remove it. They say you can also just mix it with water and use it as an AM cleanse, which personally I didn't prefer. I like it as a first cleanser, but it's a well done product. And I honestly feel like this was the biggest surprise of them all. This is the Resurfacing Sleep Mask. Overnight mask with plant-derived retinol alternative. Thank you for making it clear, Cocokind. It is a retinol alternative. It is bakuchiol. But check this out. Look at this. Look, I had very low expectations for this, okay? It's a very, very thin moisturizer. The first night I applied this, I was going, well, that's not going to be enough for my dry skin at all. But after I let this sit on my skin, I was thinking, wait a minute, this might actually be an interesting experience. Let's wait till morning and see what it does. Y'all, I woke up with my skin looking so bright and so refreshed. And the funniest part is this has such a simple ingredients list that I truly can't even figure out why it worked so well. I'm guessing it's just a really effective formula at absorbing into your skin so that you're absorbing those ingredients like beta-glucan, like the bakuchiol, because I would say it's not really an active product, which usually if you see a product labeled resurfacing, it usually is. But yeah, this ended up being my biggest surprise. I was not expecting to like this one based on that texture. And can I also say it's really awesome that a drugstore brand does make generous sample sizes. These are both half-ounce sample sizes, which is plenty to get to know how you feel about a product. Do you all want to go ahead and talk about peach slices next? Oh my goodness, these two products have to be some of the most recommended products by all of you, in particular the Snail Rescue. But let me get to this one in a moment. I want to tell you about my peach slices journey. And by the way, Peach Slices is the sister brand to Peach and Lily, which is a brand that I love. So I've been recommending the Peach Slices patches on this channel for what, a year? They work, they're inexpensive, I love them. But you would have expected me to run out and try the Snail Rescue, right? 95% snail mucin concentrate. My favorite product of all time is the COSRX 96% snail essence. But here's the thing, I think that it was really hard for me to imagine that I could ever find a product that's close to how wonderful the COSRX Snail Essence is. But this is actually the newest product in this entire video, so let me again take you on the journey here. I ended up buying the Acne Exfoliating Toner first because salicylic acid products, that's something I'm more willing to change out in my routine than my COSRX. And you know, I appreciate that Peach Slices is available at CVS on both the cosmetics aisle and the canned goods aisle. So sorry for that, so sorry. Again, super straightforward formula here, no added fragrance, no added dyes. You do see some lactic and glycolic acid towards the end of the ingredients list, so I assume it's mostly a salicylic acid toner. The thing is, this is a great toner. It really is. It's another fantastic alternative to something like the Paula's Choice 2% BHA. It is your standard, very watery toner, not too much to talk about. In terms of the scent, there might actually be a little bit of a slightly herbal smell to it. It doesn't smell bad. Oh, I bet it's the cucumber water. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the cucumber water. But yeah, it's actually really nice and really affordable. So I finally did it. I finally bought the Snail Rescue Blemish Busting Toner. Completely convinced I was not going to love this. I've only used this a couple of times so far, but I will tell you, I am actually quite pleased with it. It's got a little bit of a thicker texture, but here's something really interesting about this one. It is not as slimy as the COSRX. Maybe it is on par with what some of you have told me about the COSRX Snail Essence. Some of you have told me that it's much more watery now than it used to be. I'm so glad I have a ton of backups of that product. That would be heartbreaking. I love the thickness to that, but you know what? Not everybody does, and I think that is actually a really nice added aspect of this product. It has an amazing fragrance-free, alcohol-free, dye-free ingredients list, very straightforward. Of course, 95% snail mucin, and yet probably something where if the texture of most snail products has been too weird for you, you might really like this. And one more time, to summarize what Snail Secretion Filtrate does for my skin, I feel like it's incredible for irritated skin, for acne-prone skin. It seems to really reduce inflammation. I think that is the main point for me. With snail mucin, again, keep in mind it is possible to have an allergy to it. But yeah, thank you all for pushing me into getting the Peach Slices Snail Rescue. Yeah, it's a good option. And since we just talked about the sister brand of Peach and Lily, how about we talk next about the sister brand of Glow Recipe. This is the Sweet Chef Ginger and Vitamin C Serum Shot, and I have actually had this for quite some time now, waiting to give you my opinion on it. Let's do it today. Let's do it. I haven't actually tried a lot from Sweet Chef. They did send me their cleanser in PR, and I did the salicylic and carrot cleanser, and I do really like that one. But this one right here, I have to be honest, I have a little bit more of complex feelings about. And I say that as somebody who really likes vitamin C products. I think that might kind of be the problem. I can see people loving this, but I don't feel like it's a vitamin C serum in the same way as other vitamin C serums in my collection. Here's the deal. So they say it has both ginger and vitamin C, and the vitamin C in here is in the form of ascorbic acid. However, much to many people's dismay, I'm almost a Glow Recipe, Sweet Chef does not disclose the percentage of vitamin C in this product. The problem with this is that in the published literature on L-ascorbic acid, again, the ingredient that is used in this product, we see that you need a minimum of 10%, 15 is a little more ideal to see an improvement in hyperpigmentation in your skin. And so without knowing the percentage of vitamin C, it doesn't really matter how much they say, oh, don't worry, it's fine. Is it fine as a vitamin C product, or are you really highlighting this as a ginger serum? Because true story for you all, ginger is higher in the ingredients list than vitamin C. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. So when I first opened this and went to use it, the thing that just absolutely struck me as shocking is that I've never in my life encountered an L-ascorbic acid serum with this texture. Look at that, it's thick. Almost all L-ascorbic acid serums are basically like water. It's just the nature of the game, I guess. At least if they have a high percentage of L-ascorbic acid, they're watery. This one was not. It's also ginger and vitamin C. Ginger is a great ingredient as long as you're not allergic to it. It does have some antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, but it will also make your product a little bit brown. And so, you know, given that that's the color we look for to make sure L-ascorbic acid isn't oxidized, I sort of felt perplexed by this being the formula. You get what I'm saying, right? Now, I will say, it does smell pretty good. It does smell nice. I think it smells nice. So basically, I tried it out. I didn't feel like I was seeing too much in terms of results, so I stuck it in my skincare fridge and waited to see when it would oxidize. And here's the thing. It's not really changing color, I don't think. You know, if it's a high concentration of L-ascorbic acid, the concentration that matches the literature to impact hyperpigmentation, it should be changing color, at least more than it is, unless it's not that high in L-ascorbic acid. And this is really the problem, again, when brands don't tell us this. There is no way for me to look at this formula and know, but I can kind of try to guess based on everything I know about it, based on the fact that the ginger appears before it. How much ginger root is used in skincare products, and I found a study, an animal study, that used 3% ginger on rats in the context of wound healing. I found, I think it was Lotion Crafter advises to use that between 0.5 and 2%. So you see where I'm going with this. I could be wrong. I absolutely could be. It could be at 15% L-ascorbic acid. But I kind of, in the bottom of my heart, feel like it's probably not. I think at the end of the day, there's a lot of people who will be happy with this. It's cute, it's not as expensive as Glow Recipe, it's fine, you know, it's a fine product. But I think there will also be some amount of people in the skincare community who go, no, I've got to know the percentage. I'm not going to buy an L-ascorbic acid product without knowing if it's at the studied levels. That's just my opinion though. You know, as always, you can share your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's talk next about one that I wanted to share with you all. This is the number 7 Squalane facial capsules. The reason I bought this Squalane is because I hate traveling with glass bottles of oils. I always spill them. I don't know what it is. It's oils specifically. They don't always break, they just leak. Why oils? Does it have to do with the closing of the lid? Is the oil able to just get in there and kind of loosen it up or something? I don't understand, but I always spill oil, and so it's always all over inside of my little cosmetics bag in traveling, so that's why I wanted to go for the Squalane capsules. And I really wanted to talk about these because I've seen some people comment, oh, that's terrible for the environment. Let me show you what the capsules look like. Yeah, so they're just these little capsules that are filled with Squalane, so you open them up, apply it to your skin. It's supposed to be the perfect amount for your face. Here's the thing, this is fully biodegradable. Number 7 has done an even better job than Elizabeth Arden, who also has a capsule system. This is glass. Way to go, number 7. This is a fantastic way to go in a more sustainable direction for the purpose of travel, which is really hard to do. So yeah, just to clear up some misconceptions, no, this is not, you know, unfriendly towards the environment. Again, those are biodegradable capsules. So if this is something you're interested in, it travels way better, in my opinion. And as far as the vitamin C and retinol options, the reason you might want to choose capsules for that is if you're concerned about getting the freshest ingredients, because you know, you can only open a little dropper bottle once. With these, every single one of these, you're opening the product for one use. So hypothetically, you do get more fresh ingredients. I think it's great. I'm really happy to see number 7 doing this. I really like number 7. I feel like they're a super underrated drugstore brand. I don't know if I can tell you what's coming yet, but they have a very exciting release just around the corner. Stay tuned for this month's What's New in Skincare. The Drugstore is back for this upcoming month. Okay, and one more product that I saved for last because it's the Inkey List. And the funniest thing is, I don't hate the Inkey List, but I see all of the comments on my channel that are like, I know you don't like the Inkey List, but can I just ask you about... So, I don't hate the Inkey List, I just also kind of don't love them. I feel like that's a big difference, right? A big difference between loving a brand and just being like, meh. And the whole deal for me with the Inkey List is that I feel like they carry themselves to look a lot like The Ordinary. So this is the fulvic acid cleanser. That's a unique ingredient in this, you know, basic packaging, much more affordable. But at the same time, I often feel like there's a disconnect between that looking like you're a really transparent brand and being a transparent brand. So this right here, the fulvic acid cleanser. It does not contain fulvic acid. In all fairness to the Inkey List, they do say on the side of the box, which is always where you have to look. You can't just look at the name, you have to look at the side of the box. They say 0.5% peat is high in fulvic acid and helps enhance exfoliation. 1.5% Kotaku Plum Complex is rich in vitamin C and helps increase skin's radiance. So let me break this down a little bit more. So this 1.5% Kotaku Plum Complex, rich in vitamin C. Let's start with that. So I'm working on a video, if you saw my Instagram post, I'm working on a video talking all about 3 plant ingredients that are commonly used in Korean skincare products. The thing about using plant ingredients in skincare is that we often end up looking at the parts of that plant ingredient. In this case, we're talking about Kotaku Plum. It has some vitamin C in it. But adding in 1.5% of Kotaku Plum is not the same as adding 1.5% vitamin C. So, the name of this is the fulvic acid cleanser. They are saying 0.5% peat is high in fulvic acid. Y'all, peat is dirt. The Inkey List is out here selling dirt in their cleanser. Is this what the clean beauty movement has been upset about? This might be the first instance of actually talking about dirty skincare products. I'm just kidding, because in the end, I think it's a fine cleanser. It's not too harsh. That's the most important aspect of cleansing. It has a little bit of gentle exfoliation, which I actually think is the peat in it. I think that's what those little spots are, is the peat. I was reading through the reviews on this, and there are people who are genuinely concerned about the exfoliation aspect. There were people who were saying, I wasn't expecting it to be a scrub. This is so not a scrub. There's just microparticles of probably dirt in this product. It's so gentle. That's how scared people are of physical exfoliation. Listen, here's the thing. Physical exfoliation isn't for everybody, but it is for some people, and it actually works for them, and guess what? I know it's not a popular opinion, but even the St. Ives scrub, some people like it. Anyway, please know you don't have to throw away your cleanser just because it contains the most minute amount of physical exfoliation. It's totally fine if it works for you. And yeah, I don't mind it. I think it's an alright product, but is it a fulvic acid cleanser? But that is it, my friends. That's all I have for today's video. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and continue to drop those recommendations. Continue to let me know what you would like to see reviewed, if you have any favorites that I haven't yet tried. I think the next time we do one of these Rex videos, it will be a Korean beauty. I'll come back to Drugstore a little later, but yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a fantastic weekend. Make sure to like and subscribe on your way out, and I will see you all next time.